Right, good afternoon everyone, welcome back to the channel, thank you for stopping by. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, dropping a like on the video to help me to reach a wider audience, and any comments or questions you've got, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I want to do something slightly different today. I want to talk about Bitcoin, because obviously it's the original and the biggest coin out there, and when Bitcoin does well, the rest of the market tends to follow. So I want to do a little bit of price analysis on it and see where I think it might be headed. But obviously I'll start off by going through the cryptocurrency market as a whole, because it's looking quite good at the moment. We've got a market cap of $980 billion, 24-hour trading volume of $39 billion. Bitcoin dominance is up to 41.4%. So Bitcoin itself is trading at just over $21,000. That's up 11% over the last week and 1.5% over the last 24 hours. I'll quickly check the biggest risers over the last. Nexo appears to be the biggest riser over the last 24 hours. I know they were recently in trouble with the SEC, but they managed to settle that in days. They got fined, I think it was $45 million. Whereas the Ripple XRP thing's been going on for years. It seems like that Gary Gensler's making things up as he goes along, but that's neither here nor there. So Nexo's up a lot. HBAR's up a little bit, but let's look at the 7 days. That's slightly more, give you a bigger picture. Decentraland, I've noticed that's been doing well over the last few weeks. Again, HBAR. Solana gave back some of its gains, but it's still sitting over $21. It's number 11, so it's approaching the top 10 again. It's another one that's quite interesting. Helium has managed to recover some of its gains because it's down massively, but it's up to nearly $3 again, so it's up 26% over the last week. So if you've got a helium miner, then you'll be earning a little bit more than you have been over the last few weeks. So if we quickly go to Bitcoin on CoinMarketCap, you can see we're trading at just over $21,000, up 1.42% on the day. Market cap $406 billion, so it's the majority of the crypto market cap. Like I said, it's 41%. Circulating supply 19.2 million Bitcoin. That's 92% of the supply, so still a few to mine. I would go through the sentiment, but what I've found with Bitcoin's sentiment on CoinMarketCap is that people just tend to be shilling other coins. It's not really, it's just people talk about just meme coins, nothing of any real interest. Yeah, you're not going to really get I think the general sentiment with Bitcoin is most people are fairly bullish on it, but the comment section on CoinMarketCap is just complete nonsense. If you want to go and have a look, you'll see that 99% of them aren't even talking about Bitcoin. Right, so my initial thought on this video was to go through the charts and have a little look at what's going on. So I'm going to start on the daily, then I'm going to go to the weekly. So what I noticed, like looking at it earlier, on the 18th of June, we made a lower low. The next time we made another lower low was on the 9th of November, and there was a very clear MACD divergence there. Following on from there, through the majority of December, we were sitting in like just consolidating, chop, nothing really doing, nothing really happening rather. We made several attempts throughout this December to break through the daily 50. We tested it 1, 2, 3, 4, several times until we eventually closed above the daily 50 on the 6th of January, which is here. And after that, after we broke above it, it's just been higher highs. We broke through the daily 100. And now on sorry, I lost my place there for a second. On the Wednesday the 18th, that was the last time we made a high. We found ourselves in double top territory. So historically, what you would expect in this sort of position is that if it rejects this, then it will continue to break down. I'm not sure that's going to happen because we've got so much momentum on this daily MACD. Like if you look at the signal line and the MACD line, they're both pointing up. Everything's like positive momentum wise. So what I would expect would be another couple of days consolidation by a further push up. If we go to the weekly, which I was looking at earlier, just adjust that. If we go back in time and we look here on the 12th of April 2021, we made a higher high. Then we got our all-time high on the 8th of November 2021. But again, if you look at the MACD, we've got a very clear divergence there. I'll just draw a little trend line there just so you can see what I'm talking about. There's a definite MACD divergence there. And from there, we've just broken down. Momentum's been negative the entire time. It's just been lower low. If you look, this is the biggest bar we've had on the weekly for a long time. And what I'd like to think is that by the end of this week, when does the weekly candle close? So when the weekly candle closes, if we're holding around this region that we're in now, around the $21,000 mark, then I'd like to think that within the next few weeks we can push up towards this daily 50, which is currently sat at around $26,000, and then again through to this weekly 100 rather, which is sitting at $36,000, because there's no real resistance up until there, just those moving averages. And if we can push through those like we did on the daily, then the next level of resistance would be at $46,000. So my thoughts are, we've got resistance, well, not resistance, we need to be targeting this region here, which is at 25.9. Our next target is going to be at $37,000. These are big numbers. I can see this happening. It depends on this double top, how that plays out. And our next level of resistance is up here at $47,000. So a lot can happen in the next few weeks, because as with crypto, when things move, they move quick. If you just look historically, if you look what happened back here, it moved and then it just went quickly. So from here, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 weeks. But as you can see, things don't move up in straight lines. There is always going to be little pullbacks, but to me, they're buying opportunities. I don't mind a pullback. So my thoughts on this is that Bitcoin is looking more promising than it's looked in, well, since November 2021. So for like 18, this is like the best Bitcoin's looked for a long time. I just really want to see how this double top plays out, because providing we can break through this, because we've put in a few dojis. We had an update yesterday. We're currently sitting on a doji at the moment, so there's a lot of indecision in the market. Weekends tend to be fairly flat because the big boys, the institutional traders, they're not at work. It's mainly left to retail to hold the fort. What are people going to do? I don't know. I can't guess. All I can tell you technically what's going on, one can only speculate. But personally, I'd like to think we'd push through this resistance at 21.3, and then go on to break through the weekly 50 and then on to the weekly 100. So all in all, I'm saying Bitcoin's looking fairly bullish at the moment. The last time we were at this level was on the 6th of November, so it was a few months ago, and we've not tested it since. It's just been down. I think that was when the FTX thing happened, didn't it? That was when the major sell-off happened. So I know Solana's recovered from it, so perhaps Bitcoin is starting to recover. None of this is financial advice. I'm just like giving a very, very brief overview of the market. I don't want to get too in depth to it. I'm just talking about a couple of moving averages and some divergences. I'm not going, this is a, what's the word I'm looking for? This isn't a technical approach by any means. This is, I can't even think of the word right now. Sorry, once again, I'm just back from the gym. I can't think properly. This is just off the cuff, and I just wanted to quickly give my thoughts on Bitcoin, because I've not really done a video on Bitcoin for a long time. I've been predominantly focusing on the altcoins that I'm interested in, but Bitcoin is looking fairly decent. And once again, this isn't financial advice, but I believe that if you are in crypto and you've got a portfolio, then at least 20% of it should be in Bitcoin. That's what I'm doing personally. I'm not saying do what I do. You do what's right for you. Everyone do what's best for them, for you yourselves. But I always believe that you should have at least 20% of your portfolio in Bitcoin, and that's what I'm doing. It's not going to make you the most money, but it's going to give you consistent gains over the next 5-6 years. It will. I see this as a six-figure coin. I don't believe it's going to go to $1 million, perhaps 20-30 years down the line, but I'm talking in the next 3-4 years I can see $100,000 Bitcoin. I think very, very possible. I'm not saying in this little run up, but I'm saying we're going to go over 30-40 grand. I could be completely wrong. I don't trade it, I just hold it. So I'm not really bothered. If it pulls back, I'll buy some more. So I'm not bothered one way or the other. I'm just saying things are looking better than they have looked for a while. So I'm starting to ramble now, so I'm going to leave it for there. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. Drop a like on the video to help me reach a wider audience, and any comments or questions you've got, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. So I wish you all a wonderful afternoon and weekend, and I'll see you on Monday, or I might make another video today. But bye for now.